Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This one is going to be looking back after 11 seasons, 177 episodes. We are going to do our review of the entire series that is The Walking Dead. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for The Walking Dead. We are here to do a video that I've been waiting to do for a very long time. This one is going to be doing a video looking back on the series that was The Walking Dead television series. So, this video we are going to recap and talk about the entirety of the series of The Walking Dead, all the way through all 11 seasons, all 177 episodes of the show. Man, that's a lot. The Walking Dead is finally over, and now it's time to give our full thoughts on the show and what did we think about it. So, first thing I would like to say about The Walking Dead is this was one hell of a journey. This really was. I mean, all the way through, it was such a major journey. It was such a great series, and I really wanted to pay my respects in this series review to The Walking Dead show, my opinions on it, and of course going through all the seasons and the show overall. So, you know, The Walking Dead is why I'm sitting here right now. The Walking Dead main television series is why you are watching this video right now. It's why you're watching this channel. I have been here. I started this channel because of The Walking Dead. And my channel originally started when I was doing theory videos back in the day on who I thought Negan killed. That was the jumpstart to this channel. And to see where it's come now, to see all the other amazing TV shows we review on this channel, and all of the people I've met here on YouTube, this show really means a lot to me because that is why I'm here right now. Not only to mention, The Walking Dead is a show that I started watching when I was 9 years old. I am now 18 years old, going on 19 pretty soon. And I was able to experience The Walking Dead for over half my life, you know? And that is really one of the things I'll say about The Walking Dead is that it's not just a TV show to me. It's not just a random TV show out of a bunch, you know? It is a part of my life, and I know it's a part of your guys' life as well, too. So, how do we feel about The Walking Dead? How do we feel about it going through, and how do we feel about the show overall? Now, for me, this is how it goes, right? This is how The Walking Dead show goes. Season 1, I thought was incredible. I love it. I know a lot of people don't. They think it's one of the worst seasons because of how short it is. I love Season 1. I love the Atlanta arc. I love everything about it. Season 2, I think is a fantastic season. I know a lot of people do not like the farm arc. I personally love it. I love what they did with the Shane character, and I think they really did a great job with Season 2. It's actually one of my favorite seasons of the show. The farm storyline I thought was absolutely amazing. Season 3 I think is good. It's not as good as Season 1 and 2 in my opinion, but I definitely enjoy the upgrade of the governor and getting to see a full-on villain group again, you know, like the first one of the show. It's not just about the dead, it's about you know, the people that are coming after you. And one of the biggest things they always say about Season 3 is like, fight the dead, fear the living, right? I think Season 3 really upgraded when it comes to that, and they brought an extra amount of fear into the show with the governor. Season 4, I think, is a mediocre season, I would give it. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a bad season. I have a lot of things I like about it, but I definitely have a lot of problems. You know, there's a lot of bottle episodes in that season, especially in the back half, and I think the flu storyline is probably one of the worst storylines The Walking Dead did. I understand that it's realistic that a flu like that would happen, but for entertainment purposes, it was not all that exciting to watch, at least for me. And, you know, I really enjoy the fight with the governor. I really enjoy the final fight with him. I think that's an S-tier episode, and I love the way Season 4 ends. I think the Season 4 finale is incredible. So, it's a good season. It's a good, you know, kind of average season, I would say, of Walking Dead. Season 5, I think, was extraordinary. I mean, really, the fear of those cannibals in the Hunter storyline was one of the best we ever watched, I would say, in The Walking Dead show. And although I'm not a big fan of the hospital, the rest of that season is really amazing. I mean, introducing Alexandria, introducing all that stuff, really exciting season. And it's like an on-the-road season, too, which I really like. Season 6 in my opinion, is the best work The Walking Dead did, and it's also one of the more popular seasons of the show because so many people were watching it at the time, and understandably so. I mean, the whole season was about a zombie horde getting into Alexandria, and dealing with the zombies is really, really cool because we just don't get much of that in The Walking Dead, and season 6 brought the fear of the zombies back, and I think they really did a great job of that. And then the rest of the season was about building up Negan, building up the Saviors, which I thought was handled really, really well. I would argue that the build-up of the Negan character and the build-up to that moment is probably the best build-up to a TV villain I've ever seen. I just love it. I love how they talk about him. I love how they mention him, but you just don't know yet what's, really going on. I think that was incredible. And then season 7, I would say, started off with a bang with, of course, the death of Glenn and the death of Abraham. And then it kind of fizzled out, right? And that's when The Walking Dead started to fizzle out for a lot of people. They brought in a lot of bottle episodes in season 7. They had the Jada storyline with the trash group. They are what they are. The trash group, they are what they called. And, you had Oceanside. We have a lot of dragged out, slow episodes. I do agree with a lot of fans that say that season 7 is a downgrade. I do agree with that. I think that there are a lot of moments in season 7 that are very slow, but I also think there are some moments in that season that are very good, and I'm also going to stick up for that too. I really enjoy the Negan character. I enjoyed what they were doing with him during that season, and I think it was a very good slow burn. You guys know me. I'm a fan of slow burn stories, and I think season 7 was a good slow burn. I think they could have narrowed it down to a few less episodes, but aside from that, I think they did a good job. But I know a lot of people didn't like it. I would call season 7 average TV, like season 4. That's just my opinion. Now, the next one is season 8. Now, season 8, I definitely agree with a lot of people that say it's the worst season of The Walking Dead because, for a number of different reasons. They built up this war in season 7, which, okay, I can argue season 7 definitely had some issues in that season for sure. But season 8, at least in my opinion, is worse because you build up this war in season 7, which I actually think they built up the war very well. I'm not too big on season 7, but one thing I'll say about it is that they made that desire of Rick kicking Negan's ass, if you will, it was there. Like in 7/16 when the Tiger came in, you're sitting there like, oh my god, frickin' get him. Like, it's been all frickin' season, you kill Negan, Like, they gave you that feel, So when a lot of people say that season 7 failed tremendously, I do disagree with that because I'm like, they did build up the war in a very, very big way. Although, here's the problem. When it doesn't pay off in season 8, and this is why I don't like season 8 too much, season 8 was so weird. I mean, literally, we start off with Rick trying to kill Negan, which obviously that's what should happen, right? We're in a war. Rick should try to kill Negan, right? But instead, we have Rick that says in 801, I'm going to kill Negan, but everybody else can live, Forget all the bad shit that the rest of the Saviors have done. You all can live, So that was the first red flag in that season. And that's not even the worst of it. Like, Rick gets shot by Jadis in 7/16, he's going to go ask her for help. Twice, You get our characters about to kill a whole bunch of Saviors at a satellite outpost. They save them. So then they spend the whole rest of the season trying to figure out what to do with these godforsaken prisoners, right? And you've got Michonne and Rosita that stay put. Then they go out there. They help Daryl. Daryl's, 1 second he's following Rick's plan. The next second he's totally going against it and crashing a truck through the sanctuary, which then therefore helps the Saviors get out and bomb Alexandria. You know what I mean? Like, it really, really has a lot of obvious flaws. It's the first time where The Walking Dead, I would say, and this is an insult, it actually has Fear the Walking Dead tier writing. I think season 8 really failed with a lot of things. And in particular, the death of Carl. I mean, the death of Carl was such a waste of potential for the future of this show. And I'll never understand why they did it. I really won't. And the war, I just felt to be lackluster. I mean, the only episode I liked truly from this season was the one with Rick and Negan. I think it was called The Key, season 8, episode 12. That one was pretty good, but there were a lot of really flawed episodes that season. And then season 9, in my opinion, came back hardcore. Season 9 was incredible. We had an amazing exit to Rick. I don't know how they did it so well, to be honest, but somehow they gave Rick an incredible exit. And the Whispers and that arc that season, in my opinion, is the best villain arc we've ever seen in this show. They were so creepy, they were so intimidating, and I love what they did with the Whispers. I really, really do. They were so darn terrifying when they got introduced in this show. And then season 10 obviously was the war with the Whispers, and I really enjoyed season 10 as well too. I know not everybody does, but I think season 10 was a really fantastic season, and I really enjoyed the Whisper War. And I do have some flaws with some of their bonus episodes, some of the bonus content they put up in that season, but I think for the most part, season 10 was a very good season. And then the final season, as I've said before, I think has also been a really good season. I think the Reapers are their biggest problem. You know, the Reapers, that was definitely a major problem, but I think the Commonwealth was relatively good. I think the Commonwealth was definitely a lot better in the TV show, and I have a lot of moments from that arc I really do enjoy. And, you know, they brought back Rick, they brought back Michonne. I'd say they had a relatively good ending for the Walking Dead show. I really enjoyed the ending. So, you know, there you go. And, you know, that's kind of all the seasons. That's all the seasons of the show. Now, in terms of what are my favorite seasons, what are my least favorite seasons, I would say my favorite season is season 6, with a close one being seasons 2, maybe season 1. Season 9 was good, you know, some of those seasons. And then I would say my least favorite seasons would be easily season 8. Season 8's easily my least favorite, although season 7 is a contender for that as well, too. So, those are the seasons. Now, to go over a few other things. The characters. What are my favorite characters from The Walking Dead show, looking back overall? I would say Rick is easily my favorite. Negan is a really close one. Morgan is incredible. Michonne's great. Daryl's awesome. Maggie's great. Governor, Merle, Abraham, Eugene, Father Gabriel, Carol. You know, there's so many. Aaron, I mean, there's so many great characters. Walking Dead, cast-wise, I think really, really did a good job. And they had a lot of really good characters in the forefront. And in terms of episodes, what were my favorite episodes of the show? I would say Rick's final episode. I would put the series finale in there because I'm really proud of the way they ended the show. No Way Out was incredible. I love the pilot, always do. And I think No Sanctuary was amazing. Too Far Gone was great. The Day Will Come When You Won't Be is one of the most memorable episodes of this show, and a major one for sure. And in terms of my favorite moments of the show, I would say Negan's introduction is one of them for me. I really just love what they did with The Walking Dead and Negan's introduction, and I think the wait for season 7 is probably the biggest highlight of The Walking Dead ever. You know, waiting to see who Negan killed was a major time for this show, and I thought it really was amazing, to be honest. So that probably is like the biggest moment of The Walking Dead, I would argue, although there are a lot of other ones. You know, Rick kills Shane, and, you know, Michonne kills the governor, and you've got, like, the Terminus attack, the Wolves attack, and No Way Out. I mean, there were so many amazing moments in The Walking Dead show. So, you know, kind of looking at the show overall, looking at the show in terms of kind of just overall, what do I feel about The Walking Dead now that it's over? I love this show. It's my favorite show ever made, right? And, you know, I know a lot of people say, well, you know, Dan, there are a lot of flaws with The Walking Dead. The show has a lot of problems. It has a lot of... What show doesn't, right? So, with that being said, in terms of all that said and done, 177 episodes, how did I feel about The Walking Dead overall? It's an amazing series. And I'm going to give my final ranking for The Walking Dead show overall. I'm going to give the Walking Dead TV show an overall a 9 out of 10. I think it's a fantastic story. I think it has minor slip-ups, Reapers, Hospital, you know, like little episode arcs. I think they have little problems throughout, but do I ever feel like The Walking Dead had something that was, like, god-awful? Like a season that was just awful, like terrible, I can't even believe this was on TV? Never. I've never said that about Walking Dead. Even season 8 and even season 7, I have things about those seasons I like, you know? So I'm comfortable giving The Walking Dead a 9 out of 10. I know that sounds very generous, but that's what I'm going to give The Walking Dead show. Ultimately, in the end, that's what I'm going to give it. So let me know, how does The Walking Dead show go for you? How did this show impact your life? I want to hear in the comments. How did you feel about The Walking Dead overall now that it's over? What would you give the show overall? And I would definitely want to hear from you guys. Your favorite moments, your favorite characters, everything, and even your least favorite things, you know, let me know. So that's a wrap on The Walking Dead. that's my thoughts on the show in the end, and that is it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and of course, if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos of The Walking Dead. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys, to get more Walking Dead videos like this, and I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of The Walking Dead. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much to The Walking Dead for all the amazing content, and I'll see you guys really soon for another video. Peace out.
I've heard stories, walkers that can climb walls and open doors. I was never sure if they were just stories.